This is what some ancient scrolls say about the end of the world and how it's supposed to happen. Was a divine city meant to replace Earth after the apocalypse? Among the fragments found at Qumran is a visionary description of a new Jerusalem, a divinely inspired city that would rise after the end of days. This scroll offers incredible architectural detail describing towering walls, symmetrical gates, and precise measurements. Everything is orderly, massive, and perfect. This city wasn't meant to be built by human hands alone. It was symbolic of the divine world descending to Earth, a heavenly city that would replace our current broken world. Its 12 gates and radiant layout mirror passages found later in the Christian Book of Revelation, suggesting a shared apocalyptic vision across ancient traditions. Did the Dead Sea Scrolls predict a 40-year incident to end the world? Buried in the caves of Qumran for nearly 2 millennia, the Dead Sea Scrolls offer one of the most chilling and dramatic visions of the apocalypse in ancient literature. Among them, the War of the Sons of Light against the Sons of Darkness, simply known as the War Scroll, paints an image of a final, divinely ordained conflict between righteous believers and evil forces. According to the scroll, this cosmic incident would last 40 years and involve not just military formations, but divine strategies. Trumpets would signal, warriors would wear special garments, and each step would follow God's plan. The Sons of Light, those loyal to God, would be guided by angelic forces. Their opponents, the Sons of Darkness, believed to be evil nations and spiritual enemies aligned with wickedness. Does Gabriel's mysterious stone tablet reveal a resurrection prophecy? Discovered in Jordan and dated to around the 1st century BCE, Gabriel's revelation stands out from other ancient apocalyptic texts because it's not on parchment or papyrus, but etched onto stone. Written in ink on limestone, the text is attributed to the archangel Gabriel and offers cryptic but powerful messages about resurrection and the coming of a Messiah. One of the most interesting lines in the text mentions a figure who will rise from the grave after 3 days, sparking debates among scholars over its similarity to New Testament themes. Was this referring to a known messianic figure of the time, or was it symbolic of a broader resurrection hope? How the Book of Enoch described God's judgment of fallen angels. Although not included in the Hebrew Bible, the Book of Enoch was widely read and respected in ancient Jewish communities and deeply influential in apocalyptic thought. It tells the story of the Watchers, a group of angels who descended to earth and corrupted humanity by teaching forbidden knowledge. These angels were punished, and the world was judged as a result. The book contains vivid visions of heaven, cosmic destruction, the coming of a Messiah, and the final judgment of the wicked. In one section, Enoch sees God seated on a throne of glory, judging all of creation. Why did an ancient sect live like the end was near every day? Not all apocalyptic texts were dramatic prophecies. Some were instruction manuals for survival. The community rule, found among the Sea Scrolls, outlines the lifestyle and spiritual code of the Qumran sect, a group who believed they were the true Sons of Light, preparing for the end of days. This scroll describes how members should eat, worship, work, and even speak. It demands absolute purity, obedience to God's law, and complete separation from the outside world, which was seen as hopelessly corrupt. By living strictly and righteously, they believed they would be spared from the coming judgment and would help usher in the new divine order. Did some ancient Jews believe in 2 different messiahs? One of the most intriguing revelations from the Sea Scrolls is that some sects may have believed in 2 messianic figures, not just one. The scrolls refer to a Messiah of Aaron and a Messiah of Israel, potentially representing both priestly and kingly saviors who would emerge at the end of time. This dual Messiah concept adds complexity to our modern understanding of ancient expectations. It shows that belief in a savior was not monolithic. Different communities held different views on how and through whom God would intervene. These messianic expectations set the stage for later religious movements and gave rise to fierce debates about who the true Messiah would be and what signs would signal his arrival. Were ancient prophets watching the stars for apocalyptic signs? Some apocalyptic texts, including parts of Enoch and fragments from Qumran, contain references to heavenly bodies, stars, moons, and cosmic disturbances that were believed to signal the end times. Eclipses, planetary alignments, and signs in the heavens were not merely astronomical, they were divine omens. For ancient people, the sky was a clock and a message board. When stars fell or the moon turned red, they didn't see a scientific anomaly. They saw prophecy unfolding. how ancient end-time texts still shape today's apocalyptic beliefs. Many of the ideas found in these ancient scrolls, final battles, divine judgment, resurrection, and the rise of a new, perfect world, are echoed in later religious texts, from the Book of Revelation to the Quran. They continue to influence modern apocalyptic thought across Christianity, Judaism, and Islam. What's remarkable is that even today, these ancient writings still spark debate, inspire movies, and stir the imagination.